I live in a building where the walls are as thin as paper. I know when my neighbor to the left is making tea, and I can hear when the girl upstairs is arguing with her cat. But the apartment directly beneath me, Unit 402, was always vacant. At least, that's what the realtor told me. It started with a rhythm. Every night at exactly 3:14 a.m., I heard a sound. It wasn't footsteps. It sounded as if someone below was striking my floor with something soft yet heavy. Thud, thud, thud. At first, I ignored it. But after a week, the sound changed. Now it was a scratching. Someone was dragging something sharp across my floorboards from the other side. Slowly, centimeter by centimeter, I could feel the vibration through the soles of my feet. One night, I snapped. I grabbed a kitchen knife, ran down to the 4th floor, and started pounding on the door of 402. "Open up, you freak!" I screamed. No answer. But then I noticed something. The door wasn't just locked. It was welded shut. A thick, rusted welding seam ran along the entire perimeter of the frame. Someone desperately wanted whatever was inside to stay there. Or they wanted to make sure no one ever got in. I retreated to my apartment, shivering from the chill. I crawled into bed, closed my eyes, and then I heard the whisper. It didn't come from the hallway. It came from directly under my bed, from the crack between the baseboard and the floor. "Mark, you forgot to close the vent." I froze. There was only one ventilation grate in my apartment, in the kitchen. I walked there slowly, my heart racing. The grate had been ripped out of the wall. On the white tiles, there were streaks of a black, oily slime. And then I heard it again, directly above me. I tilted my head back. In the corner of the ceiling, something was perched. It was a person. Once, but its limbs were twisted backward, and its fingers were unnaturally long, ending in sharp, bony growths. It had no eyes, only empty, sewn-up sockets. Yet, it was looking at me. 402 is too crowded, the creature rasped. Its jaw hung impossibly low, as if it had been snapped out of place. "There isn't enough room for both of us." The creature released its grip and hit the floor without a sound, as if it were made of cotton. It began moving toward me, twitching like a corrupted film reel. I bolted for the hallway, lunging for the front door, but the locks wouldn't budge. Hot. I looked closer and saw a fresh, glowing red welding seam appearing along the edges of the door in real time. Someone was sealing me in from the outside. "Now, 502 will be vacant too," the creature whispered directly into the nape of my neck. I spun around, but saw only a darkness pouring out of the vent. Then I felt long, skeletal fingers wrap around my ankles. They didn't pull me toward the door. They pulled me down, straight through the floor, which had suddenly turned soft and wet, like rotting meat. The next day, the neighbor in 503 complained about a strange knocking sound coming from below. Thud, thud, thud.